Let us take its sum. Pintu takes 6 days more than Nishu to complete certain work. If they work together and finish in 4 days, then how many days would it take to complete the work? If they work alone, how many days they will take? Now suppose Nishu takes X days because Pintu takes 6 days more than Nishu, and therefore let us suppose that Nishu takes X days. If Nishu takes X days to complete the work, imagine suppose this is the work, and one person completes the work in 10 days. 1, 2, 3, like it 10 days. Means one day 1 upon 10 part. Suppose he completes the work in 20 days, then one day 1 upon 20 part. Same way, if he takes X days, then one day he will complete 1 upon X part of that work. So here Nishu takes 1 upon X part, suppose this is 1 upon X part. 1 upon X part. And Pintu takes X plus 6 days, and therefore one day he completes the reciprocal, take reciprocal bit. So 1 upon X plus 6. So this is Pintu takes, and this is Nishu. So together they take this part, and in this way they complete in 4 days. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and together they complete 1 upon 4 days. And therefore, here Nishu completes 1 upon X in 1 day, Pintu completes 1 upon X plus 6 in 1 day, and together they take 4 days, means they complete 1 upon 4th part in a day. And this is the equation we get. Now let us solve this equation. Now once again take LCM, and LCM is the product of the denominators, and therefore multiply 1 by X plus 6, and this 1 by X, and that equal to 1 upon 4, and therefore X plus X 2X plus 6 upon, now simplify bracket, so X square plus 6X is equal to 1 upon 4, and therefore take cross multiplication. So 4 in bracket 2X plus 6 is equal to 1 in bracket, so 1 into any number is same number, so X square plus 6, and therefore 8X plus 24 is equal to X square plus 6X. And therefore let us write in general form. So X square plus 6X, let us keep as it is, and let's take these two terms that side, and therefore X square plus 6X, this will become minus 8X minus 24, and that side will be 0. So plus 8X and plus 24, we have taken that side, so therefore they both will become negative. Take note of this, and therefore X square 6X plus 8X minus, so minus 2X minus 24 equal to 0. So which are those two numbers? The product is 24, and the difference is 6, difference is 2. So we know that 6 and 4, product 24, and the difference is 2, and therefore the factors are X minus 6 into X plus 4 equal to 0, and therefore either X minus 6 equal to 0 or X plus 4 equal to 0, and therefore X equal to 6 or X equal to minus 4, but the days cannot be negative. Days can't be negative, and therefore X equal to 6. X equal to 6, that is Nishu takes X days, therefore Nishu takes X is 6, so 6 days, and Pintu 6 days more than Nitu, and therefore Pintu will take 12 days. Stop. Now while solving the quadratic equations, we have derived one formula to find the roots of the equation, and where the formula is X is equal to minus b plus or minus root delta upon 2a, where root delta is b square minus 4ac, this we have seen, b square minus 4ac. So minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So these are the, here you find the two roots are here. The first root is minus b plus root delta upon 2a, and second root is minus b minus root delta upon 2a. Now let us suppose that alpha and beta be the roots. Then alpha is equal to minus b plus root delta upon 2a. And suppose beta is equal to minus b minus root delta upon 2a. And therefore if we take the addition of both, then you will find that minus plus root delta and minus root delta will get cancelled. So alpha plus beta is equal to minus b plus root delta upon 2a plus minus b minus root delta upon 2a. And if you add, you find that this root delta plus and root delta minus will get cancelled. So minus b and minus b minus 2b upon 2a. So 2 cancel, so minus b upon a. And therefore the sum of the roots, we have seen last time that sum of the roots is minus b upon a. So we can also find out from the equation, from this formula. So alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a. Same way, alpha into beta. So alpha into beta is equal to the product of alpha and beta we are taking, the product we are taking. So denominator we get 2a into 2a 4a square. But if you find numerator minus b and here also minus b. But root delta here plus and here minus. And we know that x plus y and x minus y, this is x plus y and x minus y is there. Then we write using formula x square minus y square. See here now, x square minus y square. And therefore x square minus y square, so t square minus delta square. So root delta square is root and square will get cancelled and only delta will remain. But we know that delta is equal to b square minus 4ac. So since delta is b square minus 4ac, I substitute delta by b square minus 4ac and I simplify here. So b square minus b square minus plus 4ac. So plus b square minus b square will get cancelled and we get 4ac. So again 4 and 4 get cancelled, 1a will get cancelled from numerator and denominator. So denominator a will remain and that's a c upon e, and therefore alpha into beta is equal to c upon b. So keep this in mind, and whenever we form the equation from the roots, then we know the equation from the roots. Roots are given suppose and we are writing equation, then equation is equal to x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha into beta is equal to. This is the equation when the roots are given. But at the same time we know that if delta is 0, the roots are equal. Roots equal. Take note of this. If roots equal, then delta must be 0. So whenever it comes in problem, the roots are equal, then you have to put the delta is equal to 0. That is b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. And you have to solve this. If delta is greater than 0, the roots are real and unequal. Once again, delta is greater than 0, the roots are real and unequal. And delta is less than 0, the roots are not real. So whenever you come across the delta is less than 0, stop there, you don't go ahead. Because this is called the imaginary number, it is not for you. Now let us take one example on page 52. Page 54, problem set. Let us say problem set second. So problem set 2. Take example 8. Here given, find m if m minus 12 x square plus 2 in bracket m minus 12 x plus 2 is equal to 0. Here we have to find the value x and they are given roots are equal. Before this, let's write a is equal. Let's compare with this our general formula. So ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So we'll find a is m minus 12. So a is m minus 12 is a. B is as this is x, so b is, this part is b. So 2 in bracket m minus plane is b. And c, of course, is 2. Acha, they are given that roots are equal. So since roots equal, we know that b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. Now b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, but b is this, so 2 bracket m minus 12. So this is b, and so entire squares here, entire square, so b square minus 4 a, but a is m minus 12, into c, but c is 2, and that equal to 0. So this is by given condition. Take note. This is the condition given. It is the condition. Take note. Condition is given. The roots are equal, and therefore b square minus 4ac equal to 0. Achha, now let's solve this. Take let get square. So 2 square is 4. M minus 12 square. So I take the square of both. Don't expand this. And here 8. In bracket m minus 12, and that equal to 0. Now find here are two terms are there. The first term is 4 into bracket square, and second term is 8 into bracket. Both the brackets are same. So take bracket common. Bracket common. So we get in bracket, inside bracket 4. But here m minus 12 is 2 times. So one of them is taken out of bracket. So one will remain here. So m minus 12 will remain here. 8 will remain here because this is taken out of bracket, and that equal to 0. Now there are two factors are there, m minus 12 and this bracket. And we know that either this equal to 0 or that one equal to 0. So therefore m minus 12 either equal to 0 or, let's take this up. So let us take 4 common from this. We get m minus 12 minus 2 equal to 0. I have taken common, take note of this. But if m minus 12 equal to 0, then m equal to 12. Or here let us take 4 that side. So m minus 14 equal to 0, because 4 is divided 0 upon 4, and 0 upon 4 is 0, and therefore m equal to 14. Now you will find that if m is 12, then 12 minus 12 will be 0, and therefore if a is 0, then this can no longer be quadratic. Take note of this. And therefore the value of m cannot be 12. So m is equal to 12 is not possible. Why? Because if m is 12, then equation cannot be quadratic, and therefore m equal to 14 is the answer of this. So m equal to 14. Copy this. Start. Now let us take the 9th sum on page 54. If sum of the two roots of the equation, quadratic equation, is 5, and sum of the cubes is 35, find the equation. Sum of the roots is 5, and sum of the cubes of the roots is 35. This is given. This is given. Find the equation. But we know the equation, when alpha and beta are the roots, then the equations is x square minus bracket alpha plus beta x plus alpha into beta equal to 0. Now here alpha plus beta is the middle coefficient, and this we have, alpha plus beta 5 we have. But we don't have alpha into beta. We do not have alpha into beta. So alpha into beta is to be found out. Now to find out this, they given one additional, that alpha cube plus beta cube is equal to 35. So can we find alpha into beta with the help of these two? Yes. So we know that alpha plus beta, this formula, use formula, alpha plus beta cube is equal to alpha cube plus beta cube plus 3 alpha into beta bracket alpha plus beta. So this is formula. In this formula, alpha plus beta we know 5. So wherever there is alpha plus beta, we will write 5. Here 5 cube will come. Here also alpha plus beta 5 will come here. Now alpha cube plus beta cube, this is given 35, so I write here 35 plus alpha into beta, we have to find out 3 alpha into beta. This is what we find out, see here now, because given alpha into beta, they are not given alpha into beta, they are given alpha plus beta. This middle coefficient is given, but last coefficient is not given. So last coefficient we have to find out with the help of this formula. And therefore, let's simplify now. And therefore, 5 cube is 125. 5 into 5 into 5 3 times. 5 5 are 25, 5 are 125. Achha, bring 35 this side up, so minus 35. Because plus will become minus, and this will become 3 5 are 3 into 5 into alpha into beta. That is. Achha, so 125 minus 35 is 90. Is equal to 3 into 5 into alpha into beta, and therefore alpha into beta is equal to 90 upon 3 into 5. So 3 was a 3, 3 3 is a 9 and 0, 5 was a 5, and 5 6 are, and therefore alpha into beta is equal to 6. So we have alpha plus beta, and we have alpha into beta, both we have, and therefore the equation is x square minus alpha plus beta, but alpha plus beta is 5, so write here 5x plus alpha into beta, but alpha into beta is 6, so write here 6, and that equal to 0, and therefore the equation is x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. This is the equation. Copy this, and we solve the remaining sums and compare. We will take arithmetic progression. Thank you.